Hey, lovelies. Here we are, back again, next to the Butcher in Tertia Tower. This is a place I thought was full, but was not, and I thought we were going to work on it, and then we didn't. So now we're going to work on it this time. It's got the lovely wall left over from the opposite side. Geostrata flooring. Replace mace to flip it out for... swap it out. It's kind of helpful. Decided not to microblock to finish it in. We're gonna do a lovely little giant pixel landscape on the wall. And we're gonna make the mistake, you can't see it in this, we're gonna make the mistake of using white dye blocks. Those have particle effects, and that looked really weird. But I use a lamp for the sun, and that's a good thing. The whole thing wraps around it. I love it. I tried to replace the dye blocks, and it went wrong. The replace mace is both your friend and not. Just so we know. Those are tracks going off in the distance, not tracks climbing the walls. True story. I got a signal lamp going there. Heads up when we get to the other side of them, those of you that have issues with blinky things. We're gonna blinky thing here. And even though we didn't microblock the walls, we're totally gonna microblock. Because I can't build anything without microblocking. Out of Invar! While I contemplate the cosmos over there. There we go. Stock in some tools for all of your building needs, and go check out that rather large-scale model. Some sort of 242. We'll go with that. Because everybody likes to build, right? So that's a giant model 242, and all the parts and pieces that you're going to need to build them there. All the nooks and micro blocks and parts and pieces and everything. It's a cute small little specialty shop. And here's what I'm talking about, those blinky lights. Oh my gosh. I have not used Railcraft to know how to make those do anything else. It's going to be something I'm going to have to fiddle around with. Had to finagle around the tracks all over the floor to figure out how to get the counter in enough that I could get a sideways chest underneath it to hold the quote-unquote cash register. I figured I'd break up that big monolith, well, not really monolithic, just a giant brick wall that really contrasted heavily with the giant mural inside. More by just, you know, making it not all one color. Using the bricks instead of the infused bricks. It gives a little bit of contrast. But it took me forever to finally be happy with the wall. Which knocked all the framing off the inside. I had the little train pictures framed in there, and yeah, broke those, and broke the sign, and yeah. I built it just to break it. You're welcome. So we have a nice little model train shop for your hobbying needs and enjoyment. And rather than taking the elevator, we're just gonna, you know, take the magical flying way down. I have butterflies upstairs. I don't know why I have butterflies upstairs. Does anybody know why I have butterflies upstairs? Let me know. Alright, so we're gonna build downstairs. It's cool with me. I've broken the ceiling there, I need to fix that. Looks like a maple entryway. Maple log, even. Looks like we're below the tree level, so we've got a nice viney view here. Alright, so we're gonna step down, and I know I've been slabbing most of these, but I think in this one I'm gonna give carpet a swing. Ha! I tried to replace the maple everything into the quartz slabs. Well, the maple things were in the top half, and when the replace mace did it, it put it all in the bottom half, so it dropped the ceiling a lot. It was not helpful. So, in comes the carpet. We gotta adjust the ceiling so we can actually make it down the stairs over there. It's just one step down to a landing. But I like the chisel and the regular carpet. They give a nice contrast and variety. Doing a narrow little staircase to go upstairs in this one, because really it doesn't need to be that fancy. And I'm not going to get anything else around that support pillar anyway. It looks like I stepped out the wall here to match the floor above, which is cool. Keeps the whole thing kind of the cylinder drill bit look, rather than having it undulate out for different sizes. So this place is going to have a nice big kitchen. That's going to be the counter right there to block it off. I found that palm planks are one of the only ones that will place vertically, which kind of looks like a nice paneling if you ask me. I was going to have a carpeted kitchen, as silly as that sounds. But I didn't have a way of getting anything underneath the stand over there, so microblocks it is, since that bit of the counter is already microblocks, so I can get some underneath it. It's a bit dark for the floor, but with a bright white ceiling, I think I can get away with it. Rocking it with the agriculture counters and crafting stations. Maybe crafting tables. I think I paneled over them to hide the fact that they have saws on the side of them. And we'll figure out how we're going to do the upstairs, which has kind of a low ceiling, so it's going to be a very thin thing for that. I have just fallen for the stained clay as walls because it's just a smooth, flat color. I don't know how it works with, the orange and the bricks, but I can't microblock the bricks, so they kind of are what they are. Breaking out the carpet variety with the chisel and the vanilla carpeting. I'm gonna make this place a 2-bedroom. Yeah. They're not gonna be very big. They're gonna be bedrooms you're supposed to sleep in. This is not the isolationist house. That's why it has such a nice big common area downstairs. Keeping the same walls throughout. I mean, I don't need accent walls there. I still love my railcraft lanterns as side table lights. I also like the shelves, but I wish that they didn't have a little stick up on the top shelf if there wasn't something above it. That would be nice, but whatever. Bibliocraft is a fabu mod. Got a little armoire there with some storage bookshelves on top, so you know me, I love my storage. I did cave and do some shelves over there. And a nice little roll-up blind there that's almost matches the wall, but not really. I almost did the wall yellow coming down, I'm like, I don't know, that'd be hard to clean, so we're gonna do marble tile back there for a nice clean accent. It kind of goes with the ceiling. I forgot the fridge. You can't forget the fridge. The fridge is important. And the oven and a plant. I've decided I like plants. You cannot place bibliocraft tables on carpet. You have to break up the carpet and put down the table, then put down the carpet, and it takes it. But as you can see right there, now that I have blue chairs, if you try to place down the carpet after you've placed down the chair, it just dies the chair. So I actually had to punch out part of the floor and put down wool blocks, so they're kind of uneven, but calling it close enough. And I'm still going to stick with the blue chairs now that I've learned how to dye them. That means I'm going to have to go back as I learn this. I'm already going to go back and do little tweaks on places I've already done. Which means when this is up for download, there's going to be things you don't see, things you didn't expect. That space under the stairs, I thought about making it a bathroom, but it was pointed out to me that like all the bathrooms in this place are by the windows. Now I'm gonna kind of say maybe the outside windows are reflective from the outside, so people inside actually have some privacy. One-way glass, right? That's the best I got. I did decide to put the bathroom back in that corner. I'll just like squeeze a little reading nook in right there, or just a chair to sit and watch the world go by outside. Tried to find flowers to go in flower pots there, got annoyed. Yay, lighting! Contemplated doing some flooring of some type, but with the step there, there was no way I was going to be able to get the floor in, so... Since I don't really have room downstairs for a seating area, or kind of a den, we'll do this. If they have company, they can sit around the table and drink tea, or coffee, whichever one you like. Otherwise, the hanging out area is going to be upstairs. And while I sort that out and try to get the chair and table to match the couches, let's go have a look at these nice little rooms from the inside. Oh, you can. I decided I needed some light in this dim little hallway, so it goes to the outside. I'm still using the solid doors. It's a cozy little room. I've got a nice textured something type of ceiling. I don't know. It looks kind of like the drop ceiling material to me. That little room is so tiny and cute. I love it. You go in, you sleep. Or you go in, lay down, and roll over, and try not to imagine yourself rolling out the window. So I got the little couch and sitting area. I failed to match the chair. Oh my gosh. I'll go back and fix it. I did cave and get some flowers in there. I wanted flowers. There needed to be flowers. I realized as I'd done this bathroom that I had forgotten a shower. Or anything to bathe in, so since I didn't want to make these people do sponge baths, and I don't feel like putting in a public bath, although that might be an option for some of these teeny tiny little houses, I got the reading nook in, I squeezed in a shower, and there's a teeny little sink that's like in an alcove on that wall there. It's like a quarter block sized, it's teeny. But really, how big of a sink do you need to wash your hands and brush your teeth? It's not the prep sink. I broke out some of these full-size lamps for the lighting. I thought about doing the double door and brought it down to a single size. That is a very spacious kitchen. That's one of the biggest kitchens that anybody's got in here. So if you like to cook, there you go. If you don't like to cook, now's a good time to either learn it or learn to love it, because cooking is great. Delicious foods. So, until next time when we decide to build something else, y'all take it easy.